This is the ACT6 Orthopaedic Posture Chair. It's ideal for people anywhere between sort of 5 foot and 5'8", but it's great for multi-user environments where there's more than one user of the same chair. It's got a reasonably high back. You can see it's got nice curvature in the lumbar area here. It's got a slightly dished seat, allows you to sit into the chair. One of the really good things about this chair, which is quite unusual compared with most chairs that are for the office or home environment, is that you can adjust the depth of the seat relative to the back. So you lift the lever, you slide the seat backwards, forwards, and I'll come on to that in just a second why that's a good thing, but you're able to adjust for different leg lengths between the hip and the knee. When you're sitting on the chair, slide the seat forward, sit into the chair, and what you're looking for is a gap of about 3 fingers behind the knee. If it's more than that, basically the muscles just above the knee are supporting the whole of the leg, which causes referred pain and fatigue up the legs, which by the end of the day will make you feel quite tired. If the leading edge of the seat is too close to the back of the knee, then that restricts circulation, which is a bad thing. To get around that, obviously you can adjust the seat depth. If you find that a normal standard seat on an office chair is wrong for you and it's too close to the back of the knee, we can actually put a shorter seat on this chair so that it moves the seat edge from the back of the knee. It creates more of a gap, so that's possible. Also, the other thing that's important when you first sit on a chair is you need to be able to put your feet firmly on the ground. And if you find that you need a shorter seat, quite often in conjunction with that, if you can't get your feet on the ground properly, we can put a shorter gas, which is the bit that raises the seat between the base and the base of the seat, so that you can start at a lower height, get your feet firmly on the ground. That's a really, really important principle of good, comfortable sitting. The lever at the front on the right allows you to adjust the seat up and down. What you're looking for is just more than a 90-degree angle at the knee. That would give you the optimum sort of height. So you adjust the seat height up and down. Again, something which is quite unusual on this chair. If you imagine normally you're sitting at a 90-degree angle, if you've got lower back pain particularly, it's good if you can open that angle beyond 90 degrees, because that helps reduce pressure on the discs in your spine. Now the middle lever, when lifted, allows you to pivot, and you're able to pivot the seat and the back angles together. So it creates a rocking motion. And you can actually adjust that for body weight. There's a hand wheel underneath here, which when you twist it clockwise or anti-clockwise, you can increase the resistance or decrease the resistance. For someone who's lighter weight, they'd like less resistance to push back on the chair. Somebody who's heavier would like more resistance, so that they feel that there's more to push against to actually be able to adjust the back angle. So you can rock, and really what you're trying to do with this adjustment is find a seat angle that's comfortable for you. Push the lever down, that locks it in exactly the same place. Separate to that and independent of that, you can adjust the back angle. So not only does it go backwards, but it also comes beyond the vertical, which means when you're working on a keyboard, on the phone, writing on your desk, it's still supporting your lower back because it's still in contact. So you can leave it free floating to do that, or if you prefer, you can lock it. So that's a good thing. The nice thing about this chair also, which is slightly different to most chairs, you can adjust the back height. It adjusts on a ratchet, sort of moving up in 1 centimetre increments. Go too far, go right to the top, push it right down, and start again. And what you're able to do is basically adjust the lumbar curvature of the back to the right position for this curve, the S curve in your spine. In conjunction with that, you've got an inflatable lumbar bag which runs down the lower part of the back horizontally. It inflates like somebody taking your blood pressure. Squeeze the handball, the bag inflates. To release it, you just simply push the button on the side, and that lets the air out. So you can literally tailor both the back height and the amount of lumbar curvature to be right for you. This chair's got arms on, as you can see. You don't have to have arms if you don't want to. Some people love them, some people hate them, but most physios recommend that arms are a good thing. This is the most basic arm, which adjusts, and it adjusts to about 7 different heights. And what you're looking to achieve is a 90-degree angle roughly at the elbow. If it's too low, you're pushing your arms down, the muscles in your shoulder are stretching. Too high, and the muscles are tensing, and that's a bad thing. So you need to get to the right height, and you'll know, to be honest, when you get roughly at that sort of angle, you'll feel where it's at its most comfortable. The other 2 arm options are slightly more developed version of the same thing. So they go up and down, like this arm does. There's one version which has a button at the bottom which allows you to rotate the whole arm through 90 degrees. So if you imagine you're working close up to a desk, quite often this front edge of the arm hits the front edge of the desk, and you don't get the right distance between your body, the keyboard, the desk itself and your monitor or laptop screen. So the ability to rotate allows you to move the arms out of the way when you want, also have the arms when you do want. The third option again goes up and down in a similar way to this, but also instead of the rotation you've got the ability of this top cap slide backwards, and so you've still got elbow support, you've still got arm support, but the front edge of the arm doesn't hit the leading edge of the desk. So this is the ACT6 Orthopaedic Posture Chair. It's one of our best sellers. It's great for people in multi-user environments.